So fellas, I'm gonna tell you how to be more high value. And if you're trying to do these childish games, and I know it seems like there's really no option these days if you want to date, if you want to deal with women, but if you're trying to do the childish games, this is not really the video for it. So y'all know, per usual, I'll give you advice on how to kind of deal with women. And a lot of times, yes, you gotta deal with childish games, mind games, and unfortunately it's just working like that, right? So with this video, I really want this to be more for my grown guys, my guys that maybe don't even want to be dating or chilling, and they just understand women's nature and they much rather not deal with the headache. So I'll still give you guys videos on like more so of like, okay, if she does this, she's gonna want you to do this, or you gotta do this, and her feelings will feel like this. I'll still do that, but now we're talking about the grown fellas that don't got time. Okay, give this video a big thumbs up and let's get into discussion. So you gotta understand that when you become high value, you bring the value to yourself. So anytime you're thinking, okay, well, I got with this woman, or I have this woman and it's bringing me value, absolutely not. And the sad truth, and I'm just starting off with this before I really say what I gotta say, but the sad truth is some of you fellas find value in what woman you have. So if you can't get a good looking woman, you have no value. And so you guys are dismissing the fact that you work hard, you make money, you can have other women, but you just want this woman. So a lot of times you could just be affected by one woman, but once again, she's now taking the value because you're believing your value comes from her. So if you truly become high value, or you know you're high value, you're gonna know because you brought it to yourself. So never question, oh, well, I don't really know because this and that. Never when it comes back to somebody else, especially a woman. Okay, so now let me just say this. This is, do not take her serious when you know she has options, and basically when she's playing mind games and she knows it. So off the bat, she knows what she's doing. This is the thing. They become so good with these mind games where their rotation can last forever, or they can have any guy, keep any guy, because they know what they got to do. They know the game that they got to play, what to say, look good, smell good, how to make them feel good, how to keep them around type of thing. Okay, so let me just backtrack. I didn't shout out my shirt right away. You know, I normally do that in the beginning, so I kind of wanted to wait. I have my high value t-shirts. Go check it out on my website, my first merch. Get your shirts, and I'm going to be having a lot more on there, so please go ahead and be checking, have your lookouts on, and for sure book your consultation with your girl. Okay, backtrack though. Now this is the point where you get to a time in your life where you do not want to deal with a woman just so you can have this type of fun. You don't want to involve headaches, so now you have to remove yourself. The difference is that no matter if you try to avoid a situation with a woman, like let's say you want a specific type of woman, no matter what, the difference is that you know, okay, well, my life and my hustle, my grind doesn't revolve around you. So now you make yourself much more different than obviously a guy that is still gonna entertain her and still keep her around. But now she knows, okay, well, this guy still has feelings, or you know, his feelings are not strong enough to let me go when he says I'm so toxic. The problem is like a lot of you fellas will truly say you don't want her, or get to a point of you're fed up, but off the bat she knows you're not, and not only that, you're really not. So the thing, when I said in the beginning of you find your value in her, y'all will go back to her. If you don't have her, you don't feel valuable, that's where she knows the difference from a guy that, okay, isn't here for the games and makes himself more high value. He will walk away. So unfortunately, you know, when feelings do get involved, how can you control it sometimes, right? It's so hard when you really truly love or want someone. But the truth of it is that if it's not good for you, and when a woman knows she's not good for you, and she loves being this girl that, hey, you know, I have this guy, or I can get this guy. When she knows all of this, she understands what she's doing once again. So this childish mindset, if she's not telling you, oh, I'm grown, and acting on it, then the childish mindset it's in her. It's built in her. So the emotions part, you have control, as in you can step away and you can go. But for her, this is fun. For her, dating a guy that doesn't bring this type of drama or this type of excitement is not fun. But the difference now is her headspace is not the same as you. So your value, first of all, is coming from you. You choose what is best, but most definitely you're making the correct grown decisions. So as I was saying with this whole childish games or the childish mindset that some women will now have or keep having, they're in their own space. They're in their own world. And the way it works for them is that you are working around her. So overall, you got to start making decisions on, okay, well, I have to make things that make sense for Nicole. And I switched up the name today. I was really going to say Tiffany, y'all. But hey, give me a like for that one. Give me a like for that one. All right. So now you don't want to be the guy that, okay, she's feeling like it's my world. You're just a part of it once again. So when everything revolves around her, a lot of times it's childish pettiness, a lot of self-growth, a lot of healing. But there's a huge list of things that you as a man, you don't have to deal with. So back to my guys that tried to say, oh, instead of just leaving her, like I've been saying for so long. Look, I'm tired. I'm tired for you guys. You guys should be tired. But instead, you will choose what is best. The nice thing that makes you high value about it is that you don't choose because of kitty. So a woman knows how powerful it could be or how powerful it is. Not only her list is there, but it comes with it, right? So now it's just like, okay, your emotions is so in control, but most definitely you're grown enough, you're high value. You know that, okay, you're not running with that kitty, nah, because I'll get it from someone else, or most definitely it's not good enough. And this is the difference too. When you guys get to a level of, let's say, high value, you start understanding that certain things just don't have no value. Certain women really do not have value. So instead, when you bring value or give her the value or let her keep whatever value that she has and let that go to her head, then now you're just giving her a pass. You're giving her okay, go through. I'll open the door, not literally, but I'll open the door and let you in. I'll let you into my life. I'll let you into my heart. Okay? But now you're affected. Now the difference with a guy that, okay, I don't want to be a part of your life. I don't want my feelings affected by you. I'm choosing what makes the best sense and the most sense. A guy will now say, okay, you're now affecting my life so much where I can't make so much money. I got to see you less, right? So now it's like you'll either have her start piping down or you have her start, you know what? Okay, I can't do this with you. I'm out. I got like all that stuff. Or she could be dramatic, trying to cry, saying, no, it doesn't have, it could be a lot of different stuff. But the point is, you're controlling it. Your value is there enough for you to say, this is not valuable for me to stay if this is how you act. And not only that, when you affect, this is the nice, and this is the part where it makes you even more valuable. The nice part is when it affects your bag, your money, the things that get you the woman to begin with, then you know, oh, I got to step back all the way, baby. So it's almost like a lot of you fellas that you might consider yourself to be high value, unfortunately, it's not true enough. Or let's say she got to you, broke you down, or touched your emotions so much where, oh, I got to keep talking to her. I'm still talking to her. Okay. I'm making decisions, kind of mixing my thoughts, my emotions, because I just don't know how to let go. No. When you become so valuable, your value starts decreasing because you keep her in your life. Your value, and this is not even talking to the outside world or how you stop making less money because now maybe you're stuck or you're in your feelings or you're going through depression. Not even that. But your value is decreasing to her, the way she's viewing you. So it's almost like any man can instantly just turn the page and become not valuable to her because, okay, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. But now he's affected. So it's like, the opposite could happen. The way you guys can go so hard or be so negative on yourself, it will be the same thing when you actually bring value to your life and she turns the page and boom, you become high value. So not to say it happens overnight, but you are in control. You get what I mean? So if she is viewing you this way, if she is looking at you as, okay, well, this guy will literally, do anything for me no matter what, then, okay, you're not in control because she knows if she calls you after a fight, after something that really was wrong, maybe she went out with the girls and didn't call you back or didn't come home, right? So now when those times come, those decisions are made by you where you're going to stay, you're gonna deal with it. your value decreases to her because you are going to stay. You're going to put up with it. You're going to deal with it. The sad truth of it is that a lot of fellas still don't understand that there's men out here that won't deal with that type of ish. There's men out here, and some of you guys might know if you know, doing their thing, but I'm trying to say it's like, it's as realistic as you can make that happen for you, as in you guys don't visualize yourself ever getting to a point of just having your own value and strictly keeping it because you kept it for yourself. No woman came in to affect it. No woman is leaving with it affected, and she's not going to come in again or be a part of your life and affect it. So overall, it's really, you're here and you're living for yourself, as in your value you keep from yourself. You keep getting to yourself, as in you're improving your life, but it's not, okay, I got her and now boom, I'm more valuable. I'm improving my life and I could get her, my value's still here, my value doesn't go. You have to understand as a fella, and this could still go on to a woman that wants to be more valuable, but you have to understand that your choices, your decisions is all on you. The second, now back to a woman, the second a woman can come into your life and she knows that I can say, do the stuff that, the examples I already gave you, you know, when she knows that's the case with you, unfortunately, she starts taking advantage. But it's like your value didn't matter. So let's say you come into her life and you could have all that she's expecting you to have to be a high value man. But boom, you don't have enough control over your life, over your emotions. And now you're talking to her, you're dealing with her, your value decreases easily. Back to that, you flip the page, you're not valuable, just like that. But you see, it's because you didn't have the control. When you become high value, when you understand the power of your own decisions and you could make your own decisions, you choose wisely. So it's kind of like you can start seeing through a woman. You start discerning women and understanding, dang, you're not valuable, or dang, you don't bring nothing to the table. You're not the table. You don't need a table. Like none of that ish of this is what I do or I am that. No, until you prove it, then otherwise. So realistically, you can start viewing women as they're not valuable. They won't expect that. If she looks good, and this is the part once again when she looks at you and she sees or she feels like you're high value. If she looks good and you look at her and treat her as if she doesn't, based on her value, she's affected. Her emotions are affected. And now that could be a little bit off topic, but you got to understand that's how it's working in the real world. If you guys got to affect her emotions, honestly, before she got to your emotions, she would actually be probably obsessed with you. And then you'd know, okay, well, now I got her whipped. She likes me. She wants me. She won't leave my life. Now, you know, okay, well, I'm just going to keep going. If she starts doing other things, I got to let her go. Or, you know what? If she's good for me. She is good for me. I do got to keep her around. But she might have to do a little bit more. However, you know, you're in control. It makes sense. But back to you. You understand the value. You see it for what it is. Women know that y'all are literally just looking at them and seeing value just on the outside appearance. Looks is everything for women, and looks is everything to a lot of you fellas. And it's okay because it's kind of like the way it works. But if you're not getting that same respect because you bring what you're supposed to bring, and then apparently she brings what she's supposed to bring, then what sense does it make? You now bring the value down for yourself. So I'm really trying to say is that you have to always just keep playing your role. You always have to know your place and stay in your place. Know your lane, stay in your lane. But truthfully, for a woman, if she's running herself or going life based on, oh, my beauty is going to take me everywhere forever and everything is just ego, pride, and if it's like that for her, her value is going to be forever that. So as in, okay, you know what? You have to strictly have what already in the modern day women are asking because her looks is more important because that's the most valuable thing ever to her. So I'm saying that other stuff, yes, personality, charisma, all that other stuff won't matter to her. No. First, if you do have the basics, you get by, then what's next? So overall, you as a man, if you stop being masculine, being, you know, a leader and all these things that you're supposed to be doing, it's back on you where your value decreases because of you. If you're not making it happen, if you're not doing it, there's no woman out here that's telling you or gonna say, let me take the fault, let me take the blame. No. And also we have to look at as in women too, no matter how they change their image or get their money, they can't say, oh well, I'm a big girl and it's somebody has to take fault for that. Yes, I know it happens in the modern day. Yes, I know women definitely will say, well, I could do this or I should be allowed. But once again, those women, they don't get guys that they want, really. And that's reality. So once again, women know, well, I still do have to look good. I still do have to change my image in this area or adjust it or take care of myself. For her, she knows as a woman, she has to do this in the household and whatnot. But I'm leaving it as she knows. Is she doing it? Just the beauty part, okay? Her value decreases. You're supposed to look at it that way. Stop now saying, okay, well, she's beautiful enough where it replaces every other thing that she can't really do. Fellas, cut the crap. I was gonna say ish, cut the ish, but cut it out. I'm gonna leave it at that to just say, you doing your part, you're not really gonna be worried. You have real, genuine value. So it's not like, oh, well, a woman that just tells you, well, I could do this, do that. Maybe she doesn't even do it, but it's not really nothing that's valuable. You really, when you become that man, that high value man, and actually have everything that you're supposed to with your purpose, prize, money, all the important stuff, status comes with it too, obviously. When you have that, no woman can tell you anything. And when they do try, they know, okay, well, you look stupid. Or they know, okay, well, this guy doesn't even care. He still has the money and the status and the woman that comes with it. So your value stays, your value is there. You keep your value, you know your value. Back to you. You have to be high value, okay? So get your t-shirts, high value t-shirts, links in the bio. And obviously, well, not obviously, for people that don't know, I have a Patreon. Check it out. Videos on there you'll never see on here. And most definitely check out my 2 other channels. And y'all will see me in my next video. Bye, guys.